Welcome to my channel Vet Lecture. Today we will discuss multiple choice questions on veterinary parasitology. Okay. Question number first. Megalocyzones are produced in lymphoid cells or macrophages in duck following infections with options A. Leukocytozoon simondi, options B. Haemoproteus columbi, option C. Plasmodium gallinaceum, or options D. Plasmodium durai. The right answer is options A, that is leukocytozoon simondi. Okay. We all know that leukocytozoon simondi mainly infect dog and geese. Okay, and while leukocytozoons cowlery infect chicken, and leukocytozoon smithy infect turkey. Okay, this leukocytozoon causes acute fatal disease in this species. Okay, and if we talk about leukocytogenesis, leukocytogenesis is nothing, it's just like a malaria-like disease which is occurs in this avian species, and so it is also known as like turkey malaria, duck malaria, or gnat fevers of bird too. Okay. Questions number two. Incubation period is 1 to 4 week. We all know that incubation period is the period that between the entry of the parasites into the body up to that showing the first symptoms. Okay, so that incubation period is 1 to 4 week. And if we talk about like primary clinical signs, then it is described as like intermittent fever. Intermittent fever, like that fever sometimes go high and sometimes go low. Okay, intermittent fever, and there is a high mortality, also anemia in cattle, and it's actually transmitted by testis fly. Option number A, that is fasciolosis. Options number B, ascariosis. Options number C, brucellosis, or options number D, trypanosomiasis. The right answer is options number D, that is trypanosomiasis. Okay, in trypanosomiasis, incubation period is 1 to 4 week. We already know about that incubation period. And if we talk about like primary clinical signs, then it include intermittent fever and high mortality, anemia in cattle, and it's transmitted by testis fly. Okay, this trypanosoma affect all domestic animal. And if we talk about major trypanosoma species, then that's Trypanosoma congolens, Trypanosoma vivax, Trypanosoma brucei, Trypanosoma simii. Okay, Trypanosoma brucei rhodesians and Trypanosoma brucei gambians is actually zoonotic. It means that they are transmitted from that animals to human being. Okay, and the species of Trypanosoma which infect cattle, sheep, goat, that are Trypanosoma congolens, Trypanosoma vivax, and Trypanosoma brucei. In pig, we actually found Trypanosoma simai, and in dog and cat, that Trypanosoma brucei is also seen in dog and cat. Okay. Questions number three. Haemonchus longistipes is found in options A, cattle, options B, pig, option C, camel, or options D, horse. The right answer is options C, that is camel. Okay. Haemonchus longistipes is found in camel. We all know that Haemonchosis, that is a Haemonchus species, also known as barber pole species, or it also known as like wire worm. Okay. Haemonchus contortus actually found in case of ruminants, while Haemonchus longistipes is actually found in camel. Okay. Questions number four. Prenatal transmissions occurs in options A, Toxocara canis, options B, Toxocara vitulorum, option C, Encyclostoma caninum, or options D, all. The right answer is options D, that is all of the above. Okay. Prenatal infections, we all know that prenatal transmission is like transmissions from like animal pregnant animal to their newborn, or that transmissions via also through milk through as well as. Okay. uh, Sorry, the milk through transmission is known as neonatal transmission. This is a prenatal transmissions, means like pregnant animal already transmitted to their newborn. Okay. Prenatal transmission is seen in case of all like Toxocara canis mainly in fact cat, that dogs species. Toxocara vitulorum is found in that we all know that is found in ruminants, and Cyclostoma caninum, which is a hookworm of dog. Okay. Questions number five. Characteristic features of cestode are Options A, hermaphrodite. Options B, segmented. Option C, dorso-ventrally flattened. Or options D, all. The right answer is options D, that is all of the above. Okay. If we talk about the characteristic of cestode, then they are hermaphrodite. It means like there's single segment included both male and female reproductive organs. Okay, and they are segmented. It means that their body is divided into segments. Okay, and they are dorso-ventrally flattened. This means they are flattened from like dorsals and ventrally part. Okay, and other than that, if we see the body of a cestode, then it's divided into main three part. That is scolex, which is a head part, and then there is a neck part, which is known as like a neck part, and third is like body part, which is known as strobila. Okay, and scolex, which include mouth part, and as well there's a organ for that attachment too. So that is scolex is responsible for the head part. Neck, in neck part, actually the neck part. In neck part, there is a germinal cells are present, which is responsible for like the continuously produce that progloted by metameric repetitions of these reproductive organs. This process also known as like proglottizations. Okay, while strobila is made up of consist of a large number of proglottid. Okay, gravid proglottid, which means like mature proglottid. If we talk about mature proglottid, gravid proglottid, and if we see that gravid proglottid, which is that about to fall down, so it's only occupied with like egg. Okay, and if that egg is liberated by that disintegrations of this proglottid, that process is known as apolysis. Okay, and in if that egg in cestode that liberated that through that opening in that uterus due to pressure of that egg, that process is known as thysanus. Okay, and if we talk about like that, if we see that egg of cestode, then it include like there's an outer covering which is known as outer vitelline, and there's a middle albuminous covering, and there's an inner chitinous covering. Okay, and cestode which is found in elephant, that is known as Anoplocephala manubriata. Questions number 6. Pitugular or BC rogue is caused by options A, fasciola, options B, cystosoma, option C, immature amphistomes, or options D, orintobilharzia. The right answer is option C, that is immature amphistomes. Okay. Pitugular or BC rogue, also known as amphistomiasis, it's actually caused by immature amphistomes. Okay, immature amphistomes are actually plug feeder. Okay, this immature amphistomes as compared to that mature amphistomes, this immature amphistomes are more pathogenic, and they are more damaging as they get attached to that intestinal wall, and actively sludging of the tissue. Okay, and here is a note, that is a cercarial dermatitis or a lakeside disease, or we also know that swimmer itch, which is seen in human, is actually caused by Furcocercus cercaria, which is that that larval stage of that infective stage of cystosoma of non-human cystosomes. Okay. Questions number 7. Sicca branched externally and internally in options A, Fasciola hepatica, options B, Fasciola gigantica, option C, Fasciolopsis busky, or options D, all. The right answer is options B, that is Fasciola gigantica. Okay. In Fasciola gigantica, if we see that Fasciola gigantica, its sicca is branched that externally as well as in internally. Okay. If we see that fasciola hepatica, which is known as that liver fluke, there's a testes and externally bladder and ovary, and that lateral sicca, all are branched in case of fasciola hepatica. And Fasciolopsis busky, we found there's a unbranched sicca. Okay, and that uterus as like a rosette, that rose leaflet like a shape is present in case of Paragonimus westermanni, which is known as a lung fluke. Okay, and if we see that the pharynx is absent in case of Paragonidae family, and Paramphistomidae and Cystomatidae. Okay, and if we talk about like a cystosoma, which is a blood fluke cystosoma spindle, their egg are spindle in shape, while a boomerang shaped egg is present in cystosoma nasalis. Okay, and In case of Phaseolopsis buski, not only that unbrassica, but there's a cephalic cone is also absent in case of Phaseolopsis buski. Okay, and in Gongyloma species, that spicules are asymmetricals in Gongyloma species, and in case of Nematodirus, spicules actually fused, except Nematodirus butus, where spicules are not fused. Okay, Gongylonema have a wide range of host. Okay, and note, there's a note like unequal spicules are present in Trichostrongylus axi. Okay, in Installation hepatica, if you see their uterus, that's a long, and also the uterus is transverse, and also dumbbell shaped uterus is present in Installation hepatica. Okay, in Prostogonimus ovatus, which is known as like, which mainly affect ovary, its egg bear, if we see that Prostogonimus ovatus, its eggs bear a small spine at the pole, which is opposite to that operculum. And if we see that ovary is much lobulated in case of Prostogonimus ovatus. Okay, while in Prostogonimus pellucidus, if we see their vitelline gland, they are like a bunch of grapes. And these flukes are actually found in like that oviduct and that bursa fabricus and intestina fowl. Okay, in Paragonimus westermani, which is known as like lung fluke, tegument, that which is the outermost covering of this fluke, is spiny, and if we see their spine, that spines are largest, and also that the spine have that there's a two tip, there's a bifid spine at presence. Okay, in Notocotyledus attenuatus, if we see their sicca, which extend to that posterior end of the body, and their testes lie lateral to this intestinal sicca. Okay, in Heterophyes, genital suckers bear an incomplete circle of 70-80 small rod. Okay, genital suckers presents in Cotylophora, Opisthochist, and Heterophyes. Okay, questions number 8. In Toxoplasma gondii, which is in fact in a cat. Okay, proliferative stages, option C tachyzoids, options B bradyzoid, option C both A and B, options D none. The right answer is option A, that is tachyzoids. In Toxoplasma gondii, which mainly in fact like a cat, there's a proliferative stage. Proliferative stage, we all know that's a rapidly multiplying stage is tachyzoids, while a latent form, which is slowly multiplying stage, is bradyzoids. Okay, and most pathogenic species in cattle, that is Sarcocystic cruzi. Okay, questions number 9. Diphyllobothrium latum produce how many egg? Options A, uh, 14 lakh egg per day, or options number B, 100 to 125,000 infective Sarkaria, options C, 1 million egg per day, or options D, 10 million egg per day. The right answer is options C, that is a 1 million egg per day. Okay, Diphyllobothrium latum, which we all know that is it is a fish tapeworm. It's produce 1 million egg per day. Okay, while Ascarisum, that's female Ascarisums, produce 14 lakh egg per day. While a single Miracidium of Cystosoma mansoni, they produces 100 to 125,000 infective Sarkaria per day. Okay. Questions number 10. Route of entry of a larva of a warble fly or Ancylostoma bunostomum into host is options A, through skin by blood sucking parasites, or through skin by their own effort. Option C, through mouth. Options D, through anus. The right answer is options B, that is through skin but by their own effort. Okay, route of entry of larva of like warble fly, Ancylostoma bunostomum into host through skin is actually by they have that they are the hook worm. So they have a hook, and that they insert their hook to into the skin of the host, and that enter by their own effort. Okay, while route of entry of that infective larva of like threadworm of equine, that is Oxyrus equi, larva of stomach worm, and the metasarcaria of the fascial hepatica is actually through mouth. Okay, And malarial parasites, babesia, they actually enter through that skin, but by mean of like blood sucking parasites. They need a blood sucking parasites as their vector. Okay. Questions number 11. For control of the snoring disease, one has to control options A. Fericia tenuis, options B. Indoplasmosis exhaustus, option C. Limni luteola, options D, none. The right answer is options B, that is Indoplasmosis exhaustus. Okay. For control of the snoring disease, one has to control Indoplasmosis exhaustus. Indoplasmosis exhaustus is nothing, it's just a intermediate host for that Schistosoma nasalis, which is responsible for causing this snoring disease. Okay. Questions number 12. Diphyllobothrium latum has a strong affinity for options A, vitamin C, options B, vitamin B12, option C, vitamin K, options D, vitamin E. The right answer is options B, that is vitamin B12. Okay. Diphyllobothrium latum has a strong affinity for vitamin B12. We all know that vitamin B12 is needed for that maturation of RBC. So lacking of this vitamin B12 lead to that delay of maturation of RBC, which lead to causes anemia. Okay. Questions number 13. Parasites, which of the following fed on exudate is options A, Diphyllobothrium latum, options B, lungworm, option C, giant kidney worm, options D, midges. The right answer is options B, that is lungworm. Okay. Parasites which fed on a lymph, that is midges. Parasites which fed on exudates, that is lungworm. Parasites which feeds directly solid tissue, that is giant kidney worm and liver fluke. Parasites which feed that solid tissue, but after making its liquefy them, that is known as sugar. Parasites that causes destruction of that whole tissue by breaking the lymph vessels, that is known as filariasis. Parasites which causes destruction of that host tissue by breaking that blood vessels, that is strongyles. Parasites which causes destruction of host tissue by pressure, that is Coinuria cerebralis of Taenia multiceps and Hydatid cyst of Echinococcus granulosus. Parasites which actually cause destruction of host tissue by attachment, that is Acanthocephala, certain flukes and tapeworm. Okay. Questions number 14. Which parasites is found in oesophagus of sheep and goat? Options A, Gongylonema pulchrum. Options B, Gongylonema verrucosum. Option C, Gnathostoma hispidum. Options D, Gongylonema ingluvicola. The right answer is options A, Gongylonema pulchrum. Okay. Gongylonema pulchrum is actually found in oesophagus of sheep and goat, while Gongylonema pulchrum that also give zigzag fashion, while Gongylonema verrucosum is found in rumen of cattle. Okay. If we talk about like parasites of pig, that is Gnathostoma hispidum. Okay, Gnathostoma parasites actually form nodules in stomachs and exceptionally require two intermediate hosts. They require that first, that is crustacea, and second, bird, reptile, and fish. Okay. Gigantocotyle, which is actually found in that bile duct of ruminant. Gastrodiscus, that found in small intestine and colon of pig and equine. Gastrodiscoides, which found in colon of pig and cecum of human being. Pseudo discus, found in colon of equine. Okay. Questions number 15. Dog is definitive host for which parasite? Options A, Monaisia. Options B, Hymenolapis nana. Option C, Dipylidium. Or options D, Tania. The right answer is option C, that is Dipylidium. Okay. Dog is the definitive host for Dipylidium. We all know that definitive host is the host in which that the parasites become adult. That adult harbor actually the definitive host. Okay. And man is the definitive host for all tiny species. Okay. Definitive host for Echinococcus granulosus and Mesocestoids is all domestic animal. Definitive host for Devinia, Rhyletina, Cotogna, Ammobotinia, that is actually poultry. Definitive host for Anoplocephala, Paranoplocephala, that is horse and donkey. Thysanosoma actinoides, Thyssanisia giardi, Avitellinia centripunctata, Stylicia hepatica. The definitive host is that ruminant. Okay. Questions number 16. Ascaris sum in pig and Toxocara vitalorum in cattle is found in options A, small intestine, options B, cecum colon, option C, cecum colum and rectum, options D, esophagus. The right answer is options A, that is small intestine. Okay. Ascaris sum is found in a small intestine of pig and Toxocara vitalorum is found in a small intestine of cattle. Okay. Heterachus gallinarum actually found in a cecum colon of poultry, while Strongylus vulgaris is found in cecum colon of horses. If we talk about Oxyurus equi, which is pinworm of a horse, is actually found in cecum colon and rectum of horse. Okay, and the bovine parasites, which is found in ligamentum nuclei, that is Onchocerca gulturosa. Ruminant parasites, which actually found in bile duct, that is Dyrocilium dendriticum. Fox parasites, which found in frontal sinus, that is Troglotrema acutum. Bovine parasites, which found in portal and mesenteric vein, that is Schistosoma bovis. Trematode, which actually are found in that lungs, that is Paragonimus westermani, so it is known as lung fluke. Trematode that infect a dog intestine, that is known as heterophysis. Trematode that affect pancreatic duct of man, dog, and cat, that is Clonoris sinensis. Okay. Trematode that affect bile duct and intestine of ungulate, that is Fasciola hepatica and Fasciola gigantica. Trematode that found in cecum and rectum of fowl, that is Notocotylas attenuatus and Echinostoma revoltum. Trematode that found in Bursa fabricus and oviduct of poultry, that is Prostogonimus pellucidus, Prostogonimus ovatus. Okay. Parasites of ruminants pancreatic duct, that is Eurytrema pancreatum. Fluke that found in fowl rectum and ceca, that is Notocotylas. Questions number 17. Gravid uterus is replaced by paruterine of egg capsule in options A, Anoplocephala perfoliate, options B, Thysanosomidae, option C, Thysanigia giardi, options D, Stylicia hepatica. The right answer is options that is B, that is Thysanosomidae. Okay. Gravid uterus is actually replaced by paruterine of egg capsules in case of Thysanosomidae. Okay. Scolex is lapid behind each shakar in case of Anoplocephala perfoliata. Okay. In Thyssanisia giardi parasites, which is also known as Helictometra. In this case, the testis is located lateral to that excretory canal, and a genital pore is alternate, that is irregular, found in small intestine. Okay. Questions number 18. Hyperplastic cholangitis is due to options A, adult liver fluke in bile duct, options B, young liver fluke, option C, Dicrocilium dendriticum, options D, Stylicia hepatica. The right answer is options A, that is adult liver fluke in bile duct. Okay. Hyperplastic cholangitis is caused due to that adult liver fluke in bile duct. Okay. While pipe stem liver is due to fasciola. In if we see that a chronic case of infection of this fascial hepatica, bottle jaw condition will be appear, and the wool of that the shape become dry and brittle and also falling out due to that fasciola infections. Okay. Fasciolosis or liver rot is actually caused by fasciola, which is mainly characterized by there's a decrease of a protein, that is hypoproteinemia, hypoglobinemia, hypoalbuminemia, and anemia. Okay. Questions number 19. Which larvae are biologically destroyed by larval stage of Echinostoma species? Options A, Schistosoma. Options B, Eurytrema. Option C, Gastrothylex. Options D, Opisthonorchis. The right answer is options A, that is Schistosoma. Okay. Schistosoma larvae are biologically destroyed by larval stage of Echinostoma species. Okay. If we talk about Schistosoma, that a female is longer as compared to that male. Schistosoma bovis is elongated, unisexual, dimorphic blood fluke, which mainly inhabits in the blood vessels. And at the time of copulation, the schistosoma male carry that female in their gynecophoric canal. Okay. And if we talk about like drug of choice for schistosomiasis, then praziquantel and tartar emetic will be the drug of choice for this schistosomiasis. Okay, and let's talk about second option, that is erythrema. Erythrema is the fluke in which there that first intermediate host is land snail, and it's not required that aquatic feed for its life cycle. Okay, and Erythrema pancreatum, we see that Erythrema pancreatum, their oral sucker is larger as compared to that ventral sucker. Okay, if we talk about third option, that is gastrothylex. Gastrothylex, there's a one unique feature that gastrothylex crumenifer, that they have a very large ventral pouch. Okay, and gastrothylas agapticasus, they are a saucer shaped like fluke, which actually found in that intestine of equine and pig. Okay, Opisthonorchis, if we talk about like Opisthonorchis tenuculi, their excretory bladder is as long stem, and if we see their testes, they are diagonally situated in it. In Opisthonorchis, that genital sucker is also present, and they lacking prostate gland. Okay. Questions number 20. Chinese or Oriental liver fluke is options A, Paramphistomum cervi, options B, Cotyloforum, option C, Dicrocilium dendriticum, options D, Clonorchis sinensis. The right answer is options D, that is Clonorchis sinensis. Okay, Chinese or Oriental liver fluke, that is known as Clonorchis sinensis. In Clonorchis sinensis, if we talk about like Clonorchis sinensis, their outer cuticle covering, which is spiny when the parasites is young, but it becomes smooth when the parasites become adult. Okay, let's talk about second option, that is Paramphistomum cervi. We all know that Paramphistomum cervi, this flukers, actually conical shaped or pear shaped flukes, is actually found, that's also known as rumen fluke, so it's found in rumen and reticulum of cattle. Okay, if we talk about third option, that is cotyloforum, uh, in this parasites, they have a presence of like genital suckers is presence, and if we see that genital suckers, they are surrounded by genital pore. uh, Questions number 21st. Roughly triangular tapeworm of poultry in which a genital pore presents at anterior end of a proglotid is options A, Amoebatania cuneata, options B, Bavenia proglottina, option C, Echinococcus, or options D, Mesocestode. The right answer is options A, that is Amoebatania cuneata. Okay, Amoebatania cuneata is actually a roughly triangular shaped tapeworm of a poultry, in which we see there's a genital pore is present, but it is present at the anterior end of the proglotid. Okay, while a Davinia proglutina is that smallest pathogenic tapeworm of a poultry, and it causes hemorrhagic enteritis in poultry. If we talk about third option, that is Echinococcus is nothing. It's a cestode of dog, in which that ovary is actually kidney shaped, and if we see that it's that egg that it's egg that only found in feces but not in proglotid. And then mesocestodes is actually the tapeworm of a cat and dog, in which that genital pore is situated on that dorsal surface, and it's actually multiplied asexually by longitudinal splitting, and it causes infectious peritonitis. And if we talk mesocestode is also that connected link between eocestodes and cotytoda. Okay, questions number 22. In oncosphere or hexacanth, how many hook are present? Options A, 4 pair. Options B, 3 hooks. Options C, 3 pair, or options D, 4 hook. Okay. The right answer is options C, that is 3 pair. Okay. The name itself imply that is a hexacanth. Hexagram imply for 6. Okay. So in oncosphere or hexacanth, we already know that 3 pair hooks are present. This means 6 hooks are present. Okay. Uh, Oncosphere plus that ciliated immunophore that is known as coracidium. Okay. Uh, and if we talk about like procercoids is the first intermediate horse of the Diphyllobothrium latum. Okay. That procercoids is like procercoids has like solid body that bear hooks also, and it's the first metacestode that's known as procercoids. If we talk about tetrathyridiums, which is actually presents in mesocestodes. Okay, that's mesocestodes in which that and that tetrahedron is actually having that elongated solid body, and there's a deep invaginated scolex. Okay, that is known as tetrahydrism. While cysticercoids is like and that is a cysticercoids is like it's a single non they have non invaginated scolex, and only small cavities presence in cysticercoids. Cysticercus single scolex that is invaginated, okay, into large body large filled cavity, that is cysticercus. If we talk about coinuras, coinuras is like a metacestode in which there is a large fluid containing cavities presence, and there's a number of invaginated that scolex that's attached to that wall, so it's known as coinuras. Okay. Hydat is like a that's a large fluid cavity that containing bladder, and they have a brood capsules. Okay. And note that adult that possess 3 to 4 number of proglottid, and also their if we talk about their gravid proglottid is about that half the length of that mature worm that we all seen in case of Echinococcus granulosus. Okay. Questions number 23. Pulse release of the drugs mean options A, slow steady release of the drug, options B, interrupted release of the drug, option C, interrupted release of the therapeutic dose of the drugs, or options number D, all of the above. The right answer is option number C, that is the interrupted release of the therapeutic dose of the drugs. Okay. Pulse release is a term which means that there's a release of a drugs in an interrupted manner. Means like that sometimes drugs release in large amount, sometimes that stops, sometimes release in large amount, and that sometimes stops. But that interrupted release, that drugs is not only the therapeutic dose will be drugs is released. Therapeutic dose means like the dose which actually show that effect. Okay, that type of dose. Questions number 24. In which tapeworm vitelline gland are absent? Options A, Avitellinia centripunctata. Options B, Diphyllobothrium latum. Option C, Spirometra. Or options D, Mesocestoides. The right answer is options A, that is Avitellinia centripunctata. The name itself implies that is Avitellinia. It means that vitelline gland is absent. Okay. If we talk about like Diphyllobothrium latum and Spirometra, so in both cases that they have a ciliated immunophore, which is we also discussed in previous question, that is known as coracidium instead of oncosphere, and they have operculated egg is present. There's operculum, one operculum layer is extra present in such type of egg. Okay. And we already talk about they have that procercoids and plerocercoids larva stages are present. Okay. Spirometra actually causes spirogenosis in man, which mainly infect that eye. Okay. While Diphyllobothrium latum causes deficiency of vitamin B12 in human being, which lead to cause macrocytic anemia. Okay, that anemia which is occurred due to that failure of maturation of RBC. Okay. Questions number 25. Which is the parasites of bird? Options A, Trichobilharzia. Options B, Heterobilharzia. Option C, Australobilharzia. Or options D, both A and C. The right answer is options D, that is both A and C. Parasites of bird, that is Trichobilharzia or Austrobilharzia, while that Heterobilharzia is the parasites of dog. Okay. Questions number 26. Salmon poisoning is caused by options A, Triglotrema salminicola. Options B, Stephanophilaria assamensis, option C. Paraphilaria multipapillosa, or options D. Onchocerca reticulata. The right answer is options A, that is Triglotrema salmonella. Okay, salmon poisoning is caused by Triglotrema salmonella. Neorickettsia helminthioca is the actually carrier of this Triglotrema salmonella. Okay, Stephanophilaria assamensis that causes that hum sore in cattle. Okay, while Paraphilaria multipapillosa they mainly causes a sweaty blood in case of horse, which causes matted of this hair. Okay, Onchocerca reticulata causes fistulous wither in horse. Okay. Questions number 27. Cerebrospinal nematodosis or lumbar paralysis is caused by options A. Trichuris, options B. Capillaria, option C. Setaria digitata, options D. Dictyophyma renali. The right answer is option C, that is Setaria digitata. Okay. Cerebrospinal nematosis or lumbar paralysis is caused by Setaria digitata, while that actually mainly so that paralysis, okay, or nervous signs in such kind of infections. In trichuris, if we see that they trichuris have like egg, they are in lemon shaped and with plug, which is present on both sides of the egg. Okay, Trichuris globulosa, which is also known as whipworm, is actually found in a cecum of cattle, while Trichuris obese, name itself implies it's found in sheep and goat. Okay. Capillaria, in Capillaria, they have a barrel-shaped egg is present. In Dictyophyma renali, which is known as kidney worm of dog. Okay. Questions number 28. The term amphidelphic nematode indicate the presence of vulva near options A, caudal end, options B, oral end, option C, close to middle of the body, or options D, none. The right answer is option C, that is close to middle of the body. Amphidelphic nematode itself imply the presence of that vulva, which is that near to the close to the middle of the body. Okay. Questions number 29. Okay. Male without spicules, larva found spirally innerstrated muscles of diaphragm, masseters, intercostal muscles. That is options A. Trichinella spiralis. Options B. Ascarisum. Option C. Toxocara canis. Options D. Ascaridia galli. The right answer is options A, that is Trichinella spiralis. Okay, Trichinella spiralis is actually the parasites which having zoonotic importance. That is means it can be transmitted from that animal to that human, and in which that if we see that male Trichinella spiralis, that male is lacking spicules, and its larva is actually found in a striated muscles of diaphragm, masseters, intercostal muscles, extra. Okay, let's talk about second option, that is Ascarisum. Ascarisum is that largest nematode which have no buccal capsules, and in which if we see there's eggs, that eggs are ovoid in shape and also yellowish in color, which having thick shells, and their outer layer of which is irregular. Okay, Ascarisums is actually found in that small intestine of pig. Okay, Toxocara canis. Toxocara canis is actually found in that dog that causes visceral larva migrant, that's granulomatous retinitis. Okay, while Ascaridia galli, which is actually the largest nematode of poultry, and that poultry which is actually affected with this Ascaridia galli, that produces the egg which having very smooth shells. Okay. Questions number 30. Commonest nematode of poultry is options A. Heterachus gallinarum, options B. Oxyuris equi, option C. Spirocerca lupi, or options D. Hebronema musci. The right answer is options A, that is Heterachus gallinarum. Okay. Commonest nematode of a poultry, that is Heterachus gallinarum, is actually found in that cecum and colon of poultry, while Oxyuris equi is also known as a horse pinworm, that found in cecum and colon of horses, and it causes anal pruritus, in which that egg are ovoid, yellow, flatted on all sides with mucus plug at one end. Okay. Spirosarca lupi actually produces like granulomatous lesions in esophagus or esophageal osteosarcoma. Okay, while habronema actually causes a summer sores in horses or cutaneous habronemosis. Okay. Questions number 31st. Viviparous nematode is option C, Thalassia rhodesi, options B, Thalassia lacrimalis, option C, Oesophagostomium radiatum, or options D, Mullaria. The right answer is options A, that is Thalassia rhodesi. Okay. Viviparous nematode. Viviparous means they don't give that egg; they directly give birth to that larval stage. Okay. Thalassia rhodes is actually found in that eye of cattle, while Thalassia lacrimalis that found in that eye of horse. Okay, they causes because they are present in eye, so they causes conjunctivitis, lacrimalis, and photophobia. Okay. If we talk about Oesophagostomium radiatum, which is that nematode of cattle, while Oesophagostomium columbianum and Mullaria, they are actually that parasites of sheep and goat, and Mullaria is actually found in that respiratory system of sheep and goat, while Oesophagostomium columbianum is found in that that esophagus of that sheep and goat. Okay. Question number 32. Predilation site is anterior mesenteric artery and its branches of which parasites? Options A, Strongyle edentatus. Options B, Strongyle vulgaris. Option C, Chabertia ovina. Or options D, Triodontoforum tenuocolis. The right answer is options that is B, Strongyle vulgaris. Okay, Strongyle vulgaris is a parasite which is mainly found in cecum and a colon of horses, and which predilation site is anterior mesenteric artery and its branches, while Strongyle edentatus, whose predilation site is flank and hepatic ligament. Okay, and this strong Gylides families is known as Palichets worm. Okay, and meta-strongylus and proto-strongylus are actually ovoviviparous. It's mean that they give birth to that larva directly, and also they give that egg too. Okay. If we talk about second option, that is Triodontophorus tenuocolis, there's its adult parasites actually feed in groups and also cause large ulcer. Okay. If we talk about Chabertia ovina, that's it's a buccal capsulized bale shaped and has no teeth in it. Okay. Questions number 33. Cutaneous larva migraine of man is due to options A, Encyclostoma caninum, options B, Encyclostoma braziliensis, option C, Uncinaria stenocephalus, options D, Bunostomum trigocephalum. The right answer is options B, that is Encyclostoma braziliensis. Okay. Cutaneous larva migraine of man is due to Encyclostoma braziliensis, while Encyclostoma caninum is known as hookworm of dog, while northern hookworm, that is Uncinaria stenocephalum, cephalus, okay. Bunostomum trigocephalum is actually that hookworm of ruminant. Okay. Questions number 34. Which cause a small, soft, grayish miliary nodules in lung? Options A, Philaroides milkski. Options B, Rhabditoidea. Option C, Strongyloidea. Options D, all of the above. The right answer is options A, that is Philaroides milkshi. Okay, Philaroides milkshi is actually causes a soft, small, grayish miliary nodules in lungs. Okay, while Rhabditoidea is actually a free living nematode. Okay. Questions number 35. Which non-burrowing might have infection site like axilla, groin, infraorbital fossa, inner face of pinna, auditory canal, and base of tail? Options A, Sauroptidae. Options B, Choreprotes. Options C, Otodectes. Options D, all. The right answer is option C, that is a Sauroptidae. Okay. Non-burrowing mite, which have infection site like axilla, groin, infraorbital fossa, inner face of pinna, auditory canal, and base of tail. That is a Sauroptidae. Okay. This Sauropteris mites actually found at a periphery of a center, and the color of the wool also changes to yellow in case of these infections. This Sauropteris mites is spread through like that contact and mostly spread in winter seasons. Okay, ship scab is known as Sauroptic ovis. Okay, while a foot mange or itchy leg in horses is actually caused by Coreoptes bovis. Okay, red mite of poultry that is known as Dermanicius gallini, which actually live in old poultry house, mostly feed at night. Nymph and adult both feed. Okay, questions number 36. All fly are included in options A, Theraptera, options B, Diptera, options C, Siphonaptera, options D, Hemiptera. The right answer is options B, that is Diptera. Okay, all flies are included in Diptera. Diptera actually that order of that class Insecta, in which that second pair of wings is actually reduced to that small knob-like sensory structures, that is known as halter, and this halter is responsible for that balancing functions while flying. Okay, in Diptera, if we talk about the life cycle, that is a holometabolous. Holometabolous means like there's a complete metamorphosis is seen. That's all life stages presents like egg, larva, pupa, adult. Okay. While the life cycle, if we talk about in case of tick and mites and lice, that is hemimetabolous. That's incomplete metamorphosis presents. That's in case of like larva or pupa. Instead of that, there's a nymphal stages presents. Okay, and Diptera, which mainly includes like flies, while bed bugs comes under in order Hemiptera, and fleas orders that is the Siphonaptera, lice order that is Theraptera. Okay, questions number 37. The characteristics in Arthropoda is options A. They have hard chitinous exoskeleton. Options B. They have a segmented body. Options D. They have a jointed limbs. Or options D. All of the above. The right answer is options B, that is all of the above. Characteristic in Arthropoda, that is, they have that hide chitinous skeletons, exoskeletons. They have a segmented body and they have a jointed limbs. Okay, and they also have hemocyls. That is like their xylem is reduced and that is filled with like blood. Okay, if we talk about that, if we see that phylum Arthropoda, they includes classes, that's Insecta class, Arachnida class, and other, that is Crustacea and Pentastomida classes. Okay, if we talk about specifically in that class Insecta, then the head of this class Insecta is actually comprised of six fused segment. Okay, and that in all Insecta single pair of antennae is present. Okay, and their mouth part, the segments mainly includes labrum, labium, mandible, maxilla, and hypopharynx. Okay, and if we see their thorax, that mainly include three segments, and also they have three pair of jointed legs and two pair of wings. Okay, and if we talk about their abdomen, they have that 11 segments in their abdomen. Okay, questions number 38. Which fly transmits blue tongue, an African horse sickness virus, and filariioides nematodes such as Onchocerca reticulata and Onchocerca gibsoni? The options A, Simulium, options B, Culicoides, option C, Phlebotomus, or options D, all of them. The right answer is options B, that is Culicoides. Okay, Culicoides actually transmits blue tongue and African horse sickness virus, and also filariioides nematodes such as like Onchocerca reticulata and Onchocerca gibsoni. That's Culicoides causes skin diseases of horses, that is known as sweet itch or Queensland itch. Okay, it also affect that wither and base of the tail of horse. Okay, and it's have that banana shaped egg which is occurs in their life cycle. And if we talk about that mouth part of Culicoides, that's like pyracing sucking type mouth part. Okay, let's talk about Phlebotomus, which is known as sandfly. That sandflies is actually characterized by they have a hairy appearance, and they have a large black eyes and having long slit like egg too. Okay, and it is the actually vector of Leishmania disease. Okay, Simulium, which is known as black fly, they transmit the virus of eastern equine encephalitis and vascular stomatitis. They also transmit the avian protozoan leukocytozoon and filarioids helminths such as like Onchocerca gutturosa of cattle. Okay, questions number 39. The pustular demodectic mange of dog results from the invariance of which bacteria? Options A, Streptococci. Options B, Staphylococci. Option C, Rhipicephalus. Options D, Rhipicephalus evertsi. The right answer is options B, that is Staphylococci. Okay. The pustular demodactic mange of dog results from that there is a invariance of Staphylococcus bacteria too. Okay. If we talk about other two options like Rhipicephalus evertsi and Rhipicephalus bursa, they are the two host tick, while Rhipicephalus appendiculatus is actually three host tick. Okay. Thank you, classes. This much for today. Next time I will come with veterinary surgery. Okay.